Hey guys, so Unveil finally is available for you to download on Steam. And I am tired. Today was, I'm also like, I'm super excited seeing so many people playing the game and enjoying it already and dropping great reviews, really. So far, I mean, there are not that many reviews, but there's no really negative ones according to Steam. So, that is quite cool indeed, and I really want to thank you all for joining or participating on the development of Unveil already. The game has almost 2 years of development behind it, but there's still more to do in the next year. So hopefully in less than a year we can reach a final version. So on this video I just wanted to give you a quick recap on today. I don't do daily videos, but you know, today is a special day, so might as well. Well, first of all, the reason why I am so tired, I mean, I am emotionally tired, but also the reason why I'm tired is because just about an hour before I launched, I was about to launch Unveil. I do one more quick test and I realized that actually it's broken. A bug that I thought I fixed with last night patch actually wasn't fixed, so I needed to find out why. That took me an hour and a half of stress, by the way, because I did wanted to just push it the moment I said I was gonna push it to the store. So, and once I was done with that, I realized something else wasn't working as well, related to the same issue. So basically, this was to prevent items to look like something else when you pick them up, right? So you would see some vines, you would try to pick them up, and you got a rock, and you were like, why? There was a disconnection between the engine and the engine that I'm using to make the game and my engine that I made for simulation, right? So once I got that covered, I realized that every single object that wasn't being harvested, right, and it despawns with time, it wouldn't ever respawn again. So that would dry out possibilities for players way more often. Like, sure, items deplete as you grab them, you harvest them, but there is, you know, if you don't touch them, they keep coming back. This wasn't happening, so you know, players would have just died after just a few days. So I really needed to get around it. That was not a bug I could release with. So once the stress was done and I was ready to launch, it was like almost 3 hours and a half that I put into trying to get that to work. I'm gonna say 3 hours. So, oh my god, the stress. Because I just wanted everything to go out perfectly, and well, luckily after that we just launched and it went great. Some people had some issues, minor issues. Some couldn't get the game started, but then they could. So, you know, I'm still trying to make sure that everybody gets 100% rate of opening it up in the first time, but you know, we're gonna get around that for sure. I'm looking at every single bug report that you guys are posting, tackling them as soon as I see them, and for many, there are already changes ready to be pushed sometime tonight. So you're gonna see a little patch that's gonna be really small, but it's gonna address some issues with key binding, and there was one with the death procedures. Maybe whenever you die, the game may crash. Only one person really reported this, but you know, I go ahead and tackle the issue. So you know, luckily they're not like big bugs, like, you know, the game is broken, nobody can play. Like sometimes you see like an early access, probably they didn't put that much time, you know, they put the game out and everything is like broken, you cannot do anything, it doesn't work, it doesn't save, it doesn't quit either, right? So no, luckily most of it works. Some people have specific issues, but it's the great minority, and of course I want to make sure we can take that down to 0 if possible, right? I want everyone to have a great experience with Unveil. Make sure you're following us on Twitter, which is Unveil Game, and also on the store page or just the game itself, right? I will be just posting updates, any push that I make with changes. I will be putting announcements detailing what that is, and once in a while I will just make a video, right? And if you have any bugs, preferably try to go ahead and post it on there's a discussion button on the store page of Unveil, right? Or the community hub, as many of you know it, on Steam. And there is a bug and support section, right? Use that first, right? Because that way, if others have the same issues, they can just go ahead and report it there, right? So I can also measure how many people are having the same issue, and change the priority of things. And also, if you just happen to solve it because it wasn't really like a bug from the game, it was just maybe a system issue, others get to solve it as well as they see it. And if we need to take it further, I am getting in touch with some people that I'm currently talking on Steam with the Particle Studios account or Skype, just to get their issues solved. And so far we pretty much solved everything. So there wasn't really that many. I mean, I get sort of like crazy just because there are like 2 bugs, but I want everything to be perfect. You can't make anything perfect, nothing's perfect, but you try to get as close to it as you can. And I'm just one guy, like taking the calls and then trying to code a little bit. Like I'm literally like this. This is a keyword, by the way. This has been today. So that would sort of give you an idea how I've been. And it's really great to see all of you getting on board and understanding it's an early access project. So I really just wanted to thank your patience. And if you have any suggestions, any issues, make sure you go to the discussion section of Unveil, the community hub of Unveil. You can just go to the store page if you can find it. The discussion button is on the top, and you will find on the right side, you will find the categories like support or features or wish lists, right, or what have you, and you can just go in there and start your own thread. And you're gonna be getting new scenarios next week. I have about 3 scenarios. Actually, I have like 6 scenarios that I removed from the game, but 3 scenarios that I taken out and that can definitely come back, or that they're not finished but they need to be completed or tested before they can be released. So you're gonna be definitely getting new scenarios early next week, right? So you get to play a little bit more, die a little bit more, and just to clarify, tier 1 is technically the easiest, although I understand it's sort of hard because you're just coming into the game, right? You're used to sort of maybe probably easier games, and Unveil is kind of hardcore. I'm just realizing that. So you're gonna die a few times. And tier 2 is supposed to be like introductory, but not that much, right? It's a little bit more punishing, like it will try to kill you a little bit more. And tier 3 is sort of like, I'm not responsible of your death, right? Like you technically know what you're doing because you're in tier 3. Good luck. That is pretty much what tier 3 means. And I already have one scenario for tier 4 that I'm not publishing yet, but it's called Desolation, and it's a desert. There's no water. It's extremely hot during the day and extremely cold during the night, as you would expect on a desert. And you can survive on it. I mean, I can survive on it, but I'm the developer. I've been playing this game for years now. It's quite hardcore, so I don't know if I'm publishing that just yet. I'm gonna let you guys get used to it a little bit more. And there's gonna be always free roam is going to keep on expanding, right? That's your sort of like play for as long as you want scenario. That's gonna keep like having more places to go, right? As opposed to creating new free roam scenarios. Although I will be also creating new scenarios for tier 3, right? I just really want to have like one huge scenario, right, on which you can later just start playing and appear at different locations, right? So it's like one huge world that you just start at different locations, right? So you don't get bored, pretty much. That is officially it. Thank you again for your support, and I'll see you on the next developer log.